our district's vision's pursuit of excellence, and our very own salutatorian, Catherine Tredobovich, who will be attending Georgia Tech, and our valedictorian, Miriam Martinez Rivera, who will be attending Cornell in the fall. At every graduation ceremony, we take a moment to acknowledge our courageous veterans and active duty military who serve our nation and remember those heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. As we celebrate our veterans during this Memorial Day week, we also want to thank the many Americans who are currently providing assistance and support during the COVID-19 pandemic. We thank and appreciate all of you for your service. Again, welcome to the virtual commencement ceremonies for the class of 2020. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag and the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America.
Of the United States of America.
The United States of America.
And to the republic
for which it stands.
One nation.
One nation.
One nation.
Under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty
and justice.
With liberty and justice for all.
With liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Everton Blair, and I'm proud to serve as one of your 5 board members on the Gwinnett County Board of Education. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Gwinnett County Public Schools, we wanted to take a special moment out to congratulate you for the hard work that you've done in our school system, getting you to this point. And on behalf of former students like myself, I'm here to also say that the road ahead for you is vast. And we're so excited to see what you come up with and what you do with your talents. And I also wanted to share a little bit of reflection from my experience in entering the real world in an unknown time. In 2009, we had a pretty dismal recession, but it doesn't really compare to what's going on right now. In franker terms, this is crazy, and y'all did that anyway. And one of the things that we're realizing is just how much leadership you all possessed right now, being resilient, being the people who we actually, as teachers and leaders, had to come to learn something as simple as how to work certain features in Zoom. We're the technology era, and because we are folks who are understanding a world that we've never seen before, I want you to celebrate that in yourselves. That's true leadership. It's leadership that might not be heralded immediately right now, but it's something that you really own and can create space to change the world as we see it because of what we're experiencing today that we've never seen before. So take a really good moment to reflect on just how much resilience you've shown. Whether it was just figuring out how to do virtual learning in the last months of senior spring wherein you probably had other plans, or whether it's trying to figure out what to do next There's a lot of grace and space that you deserve in just understanding this moment and celebrating how much courage you have shown and how much leadership you've possessed right now. This has never been seen before. And you will always be the class that ushered us into what living and leading through a pandemic looks like. And that's something to be incredibly proud of. To your parents and teachers, take some time out to thank them as well. Because even though they were the ones that you always looked up to and that were always on top of you for making sure that you got a quality education, you know, they also leaned on you and your support and created opportunities for you to tell them what to do and how things should be done. And then let's look to the future. Because if there's any realization that what we're experiencing right now requires young people to step up and think about putting their minds to the task of creating innovative solutions to lead us through the rest of the 21st century, I think now is as much of a testament as we'll ever get one. We don't have all the answers. And when I say we, I mean the adults. But fortunately, we don't need to. But what we do need is you. And the exact amount of courage that you've displayed and expressed over your 12 or 13 years in Gwinnett County Public Schools, we'll be asking you to do it some more. And then, no matter what pursuits you take from here, college, career, or otherwise, come back to your community, sow a seed, give back to young people, the generation behind you, and make sure that they also can experience the wonderful promise that was Gwinnett County Schools for you. You know, I firmly believe that we're all going to be okay, but when we get through this time, I want to make sure that you all know that we are proud of you, and we could not be here were it not for your efforts and your courage in making our school system look as amazing as it does today. So take that, soak it in. Really appreciate this moment for what it is. And that same amount of courage and resilience that you've displayed now, we're going to be looking for to be displayed for the next set of challenges that our society might experience. Again, I think that now is just a time, if there ever were one, to just really think about how thankful we are to have been here and to be able to do what we can, really in order to do what's next, whatever that next is. So congratulate yourselves, congratulate your parents, congratulate your teachers, and really just appreciate this moment. Remember that you're not only prepared for the path ahead, but that you have exactly what we need and exactly what it takes in order to take us there. On behalf of the Gwinnett County Board of Education, we congratulate you, and we are so looking forward to what you do with your next steps. Congrats, grads.
Seniors, I want to join the chorus of people congratulating you on your achievement. Shortly, you will be a high school graduate. You have earned this milestone that indicates you are ready for the next phase of your life. There are several reasons why the senior year is so important for high school seniors. It is a culminating experience for the previous 12 years of school most of you spent preparing for this moment. It is the time when your learning experiences are preparing you for the college or university you plan to attend. Perhaps it is the preparation for your choice of a job or additional preparation for a technical career you have selected. Or your choice may be service in the military after graduation. Whatever your choice after high school, your hard work over the past 13 years should have prepared you to be successful in the next phase of your life. Many things can be said about your senior year of high school. Perhaps the most memorable happening, yet the least desirable one, has been the COVID-19 pandemic that has impacted all of our lives and, yes, our world. This virus changed where and how you completed your senior year. Rather than at school, you experienced teaching and learning at home I have yet to talk with anyone, a senior student, parent, or teacher, who preferred that situation rather than students being able to finish their senior year at school. The COVID-19 pandemic also caused several other changes that normally are occurring the latter part of your senior year. I asked a senior from another school, of course, to give me an indication of what he had missed due to the virus. His response included the following: our senior prom, the extracurricular activities that many of us would have participated in and enjoyed, the award banquets and the awards night where we would have received our academic and or athletic awards, the normal spring break trip to the beach, and for many of us, and listen at this one, senior skip day. It is absolutely no fun skipping home. And I thought his last response was profound, and one that I bet each of you would agree with. He said, most of all, I miss the daily interactions with my friends, classmates, teachers, and school staff for the last half of the semester when we could not attend school. Seniors, I bet you agree and appreciate that response from this young man. An old adage reminds us that sometimes life is filled with changes and challenges that can be brought about by things and happenings that we cannot prevent, like COVID-19 pandemic. Yet life goes on, and the plans you had made start of your senior year may have changed. However, most of your plans are probably the same and still possible, and I am sure you are preparing for them to take place. College, for instance, military service, or beginning a career. Your 13 years of schooling that you have completed should have prepared you for those plans. I know you join me in thanking your principal and the total administrative team, your teachers, counselors, and other school staff for their assistance in helping you get to this moment. Most of all, you want to thank your parents, other family members and friends for their love, care, and assistance in helping you get to this stage in your life. Parents, you've done well. Your graduates will make you proud. On behalf of the Gwinnett County Board of Education and the administration of Gwinnett County Public Schools, we are proud of you and wish for you the best in all your life's endeavors. Godspeed.
Good evening, and thank you all for joining this virtual graduation for Shiloh High School's class of 2020. For many of us here, the past few months have been very difficult. From COVID-19 and digital learning to toilet paper shortages and being trapped at home with family, many of us have nearly lost our minds. But today, we are logged on our computers to celebrate our achievements and graduation from high school. We are officially leaving the nest, otherwise known as GCPS, and going off to do bigger and brighter things at colleges across the country. But before we do so, I would like to take a moment and give thanks to the many people that have helped me through the past 4 years. My fellow IB graduates and I have grown very close, seeing each other almost every day, putting up with the same teachers, and doing the same amounts of extensive work. I would like to thank you all for being reassuring and helpful during these difficult times we faced and complained about together. On that note, I also want to thank my high school teachers. By assigning difficult work and being encouraging and supportive, many of you have challenged me, helping me become a better person and student. I would like to thank my best friend, Aaliyah Burke, who always has my back and is there for me no matter what. Finally, I would like to thank my parents for showing me nothing but unconditional love and support. My mother has always encouraged me to be better and always do my best, and my siblings are always there with advice and a helping hand. I know that without these amazing people, I would never be the person I am today. And to conclude this speech, I encourage my fellow graduates to think about the important people in their life, the friends, family, and teachers who have helped them to get to where they are now. Especially in this difficult time, we must remember that, as Zayuni Vihari said, people matter the most, not things, not wars, not money, not prestige, not feelings, not freedom. None of them are accounted for if people were not at the center of all that. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Hello, students, faculty, family, and anyone else who may be tuning in to our virtual graduation. To start off, a quick disclaimer. If we have an in-person graduation in July, and I have to speak again, I will try to change up the speech so you guys won't listen to the same thing twice. I want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. Honestly, I know that this is not how anyone imagined our senior year ending. It went from see you Monday to see you in a couple of weeks, and then, just like that, it was gone. It's been a confusing time, and at first, it felt like we did all this work, and for what? We weren't going to be able to walk across the stage. But the school administration, staff, senior board, and sponsors have all worked hard to make sure we still received our caps and gowns, cords and stoles, and any awards we would have gotten from Honors Night, ensuring that our class still felt special. Class of 2020 has always said they were going to be different from other years, and we have been, not just because of the pandemic. We started off the year with the new schedule, and at first it took some time to adjust to it. Skinny days felt too short, and then block days felt too long. There was also the athletes of the class of 2020, many of whom said to just wait till they got to be seniors, and then everything would change. We saw this through the football team, who really turned it around this year. They went from losing to undefeated. So congratulations to them. However, because of the virus, our class did face a new set of challenges. And through that, we've persevered. Through the pandemic, we did our online work because every single one of us is determined to get our diplomas. For that, I applaud us. It's crazy to think that we're living through an event that might be in the textbooks one day. And also having to do online schoolwork could be the new version of whatever your parents told you they had to go through when they were in school. Whether it be there was no Google back in their day to look up the answers, or they didn't have all these iPads or computers to do their work. I know my dad likes to tell us about how there were no school buses for him when he was growing up, so he had to walk to school every day. Maybe one day you'll be telling a story to your kid when they don't want to do their schoolwork about how you had to get your diploma through a pandemic, how every day you had to log in and complete your assignments while being stuck inside with your family. To my fellow IB people, we did it. After 2 years, it's finally over, and we've had our struggles, such as TOK becoming a one-day-a-week class, to then thinking we would have to go and take our exams with the pandemic going on. But throughout this time, we continued to fight hard to get our IB diplomas, and we've grown closer together throughout this time. I would also like to thank the teachers that have helped us throughout our high school careers. They have helped us learn more and have shaped us into better students. This experience of having to do online school is also new for them, and they have worked hard to figure it out. So thank you to the teachers for that. Thank you all for listening. To end off, I would like to leave you guys with a quote from William Faulkner. For the other people who were with me in the IB program, I know you guys remember our time of As I Lay Crying. Anyways, Faulkner once said, "Don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself." Class of 2020, I hope y'all continue to do great things.
As the proud principal of Shiloh High School, each year, I anxiously await the moment to address the graduating class. With each class, there's always a special acknowledgement that seals the unique bond I have with you. Class of 2020, you have earned the gold star. Together, we are experiencing history. You will be the first of my tenure to not only graduate during a pandemic, but you will also be the first class to have 2 celebrations in your honor. The first is your virtual ceremony taking place today, and the next will be your face-to-face ceremony to take place in July. An unforgettable bond indeed. This year's graduating class will be one of the most decorated to leave Shiloh High School. You have accomplished much in these past 13 years, and we pause to honor your accomplishments. Today, we have students who will earn industry certifications, making them pathway completers who will be college and career ready. Many of you have earned honor grad status by maintaining an average of 90 or higher throughout high school, and those who have gained access to some of our nation's most prestigious colleges and universities. Among us, we have a Zell Miller Scholar, a Questbridge Scholar, and those who have earned an additional $4 million in scholarships. This year, Shiloh High School will expect 26 students to graduate with an International Baccalaureate diploma. Many of you have participated in athletics as well as clubs, preparing you to be future leaders contributing to the tradition of being a proud and committed general pursuing excellence. We salute each and every one of you for doing an exceptional job, and we want to thank those of you who will be serving in the military or in the healthcare field. Class of 2020, you are relentless. We congratulate you. And now, the awarding of the diplomas. On behalf of the Gwinnett County Board of Education, I verify that all qualifications of Gwinnett County Public Schools and the state of Georgia have been met. Therefore, I authorize the release of these diplomas to the graduating class of 2020 at Shiloh High School.
to bear as we spend our days of learning here. We will strive and dare to care. In your halls we've gained a source of pride for all the world to see. To Shiloh High School of Gwinnett, we ever true will be. With pride and spirit we reflect on our days at Shiloh High, where we grow in wisdom and in knowledge as our days go by. We learn to reach and strive to grow to all that we can be. To Shiloh High we proudly hail. To Shiloh High we proudly hail. To Shiloh High we proudly hail. Our love and loyalty.
Class of 2020, when you turn your tassel today, reflect on your accomplishments, and we look forward to hearing about your future success. As you prepare to go out into the world and make your mark in society as a globally conscious citizen, I want to leave you with a quote and charge from former civil rights leader Benjamin E. Mays. Whatever you do, strive to do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born could do it any better. I will close this ceremony the way I close all of my announcements and all of my messages to you. Don't you forget, it is always a great day to be a general. I love you, and I love Shiloh. General salute. Congratulations, class of 2020.